Let's celebrate Independence Day by making a do-it-yourself 4th of July melted bead craft. These red, white, and blue pony beads will melt into a star-shaped sun catcher to hang in the window. It's a fast, inexpensive, and patriotic summer kids craft. The supply list will be at the end of the post. I cut a piece of aluminum foil to go in the bottom of my pan. This will protect the surface of my pan. The one key point is to make sure that you use metal cookie cutters. Obviously, if you use cookie cutters that are made out of plastic, they are going to melt in the high heat oven. So I'm going to put my cookie cutters down into the bottom of my pan. And I found a couple metal hearts that I think I'm going to make as well. Oops, they bounce. And then we just put our pony beads down inside of this shape. We only want one layer of pony beads. All right, I'll get as many in here as it looks like I need to make one layer. And then I'm going to make the airplane white. I'm going to be curious how this one turns out. But the beads are fitting down into the wings there. The stars I'm going to make multicolored, red, white, and blue. Now the large star. Well, I'm not going to worry about what direction they're turned. I'm just going to try to get them all in one layer. So it's a little harder to get them to fit down into the little points of these smaller stars. Okay, I think that's good enough. Some people put these into a 400-degree oven. I'm going to use my little toaster oven out on the front porch. I heated my toaster oven to 400 degrees and I think that it held a pretty good temperature. Had a little trouble with the door latching exactly right, but I think it really worked well, and left them in for about 20 minutes. You would need to watch yours to make sure that they melt but they don't get bubbly. So it may be a little different in your oven or your toaster oven. Not all of the beads covered right to the edge, and they're already, just in this small amount of time, they're already hard, so I'm not able to do anything with them. So I'm going to need to drill holes, and they won't be perfectly out into the edges of the cookie cutters, but that's okay. I think it'll give pretty much the right shape. But if I had to do it again, I would put a few extra beads in there and then maybe stir them a little bit with a toothpick partway through to get them just to cover any little holes that there are. Well, these have cooled off. Let's see how they come off of the foil here. Oh, they peel right off. This is good. There's some holes in them. Got a few things to learn when I make them next time. But I just pushed just a tad on the metal of the cookie cutter and it popped right out. So even though there's some holes, it still has a nice heart shape. Let's look at the others. Ooh, that one just popped right off. The star looks nice. It does have little holes on the edge here, but I'll figure that out next time. I think that if I had gotten a little toothpick and pushed those together right as it came out of the oven, it would have kind of melded to the edge. Okay, this is a little bit different shaped star. It was harder to get the beads into the corners. So yeah, that one didn't turn out so well. You can't really even tell that's a star. Okay, so we have one dud. Curious about our airplane. Well, I think you can kind of tell it's an airplane. It's a little rough around the edges. Oh, that's the best one. So my tip is going to be that the larger cookie cutters work better than the smaller ones. I can get more beads into the little points and areas. So see the hearts and the star are larger. They both worked better. So there's my tip for you, and that'll save you having more clunkers like I did, but they're still really cute. And some of them have some natural holes right where I need to put a string. Okay, let's try our drilling. Okay, I have a wooden block underneath my ornament or my sun catcher, and I have a small 1/8, no, it's a little bit smaller than 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to turn it over and go through the flat area right here. And then back it out, and there's a hole. I'll just go from the front back. There we go. That worked great. Okay, we're going to put a string through the holes so that we can hang these up. I'm just using a lightweight string. I thought I had some fishing line, but I can't put my fingers on it. I'm gonna make this one a little bit longer, and we can cut it off more later if we want to. This is actually some lightweight kite string. So celebrate the 4th of July with the melted bead craft. The red, white, and blue is perfect for the 4th, but it could be used for any holiday. For more Independence Day ideas, come on over to welcometonanas.com and join the fun. You don't need many supplies to make this craft. I'm going to be using red, white, and blue pony beads. Now these are not see-through, so as a sun catcher, the light won't be coming through this one like it would if they're clear pony beads. You'll need metal cookie cutters. I'm going to be using these 3 star shapes, and I did find this airplane that I had. I kind of forgot about that, and my dad was a pilot. So I'm going to make an airplane as well. And I may make a heart or 2. We'll see. So those are the main things we need, as well as a flat bottomed pan to put them in. I lined mine with aluminum foil. And I'm going to try using a toothpick to make a hole in the top of them while they're still soft. If that doesn't work, I will need to use a drill and a very small bit. I'm going to be using a toaster oven that I have, and I'm putting it on my front porch so that I keep the fumes outside. Some people do make these in their ovens, and they just make sure that it's ventilated well.